Hey, Casey here with a few notes about this episode. We made this way back in April, and there are some audio issues that we've ironed out since then. This was our very first remote recording. Please bear with us, and also be prepared to laugh when we say things like, when this is all over. Also, we might say some stuff about episode 1 coming out today. That is not true. We've rethought our release schedule since recording this, and we'll be taking a short break between seasons. Expect the first episode later this year. One more thing. For Campaign 10, we're leaving the campaign building to you. Put your suggestions for character, settings, plot in an Apple Podcast review, and we'll be putting those ideas back to you for a vote on our social media pages. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date. Enjoy this extra early, episode 0. Welcome to Crit Sandwich. On Crit Sandwich, 4 friends play D&D loosely based on our favorite media. This is episode 0 of Campaign 9. On episode 0s of every campaign, we roll on a chart to determine the characters, setting, and plot of the next campaign. My name is Casey Sears. On my screen, I see Chuck Ventus.
Hello, this is Chuck coming from Chuck's attic, I guess.
And also on my screen, I see Robbie Ponder.
Hello. I am currently playing in my walk-in closet.
I don't see him, but I hear his dulcet tones. Matt Poppich.
Yep, also in a closet because I was told that clothing absorbs sound the best. So here I am. Yay.
Listeners, you have heard a bunch of episodes already of us recording remotely due to this damn outbreak, but this is actually our first recording remotely. So this is kind of a sound test. This is also our episode 0 for Campaign 9. Hopefully, if you have any audio issues, we have them fixed already by the time you're hearing this. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to roll 3d20. And we're going to look at a chart, and then we're going to determine the characters, setting, and plot for Campaign 9. Chuck should be sharing this today on our Facebook page, so if you want to look at the chart, it will be out there for everyone to use, peruse, and update yourself. Hey, take our chart, put your own favorite media and stuff in it, and then roll it and make your own D&D games, and then tell us all about it. We love hearing that. So do we just want to get into this? We just want to start rolling?
I'm ready for it.
Yep, let's get started.
Let's roll.
I'm already going to need help on mine. I need help with the setting. It's the Wildemont one.
Well, Chuck, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go. We just did it one roll. So I got artists living in the setting of Wildemont with the plot of RoboCop. Any takers?
I'm not that familiar with the Critical Role stuff.
Yes.
Chuck, you've listened to it more than anyone, frankly. Like, you know that, I mean, early on, something happens where dark elves, I guess, are... Do you remember this? Like, dark elves are basically on the other side of the world and totally ostracized, and...
Negative, sir. I haven't listened to it in like a year. So...
You told me to listen to it!
Yeah, like a long time ago. I don't know. I didn't know Wildemont. You put it on there.
Well, the reason...
Am I going to need to re-roll?
Yeah, maybe we should take it off. At the end of the day, it's a big, huge, gigantic, flushed out world with a whole lot of things to work with. But if we don't know it right now, then I guess we should just take it off. That's lame.
I think you're the only person that can truly explain it, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it sounds like no one wants to DM that one.
Yeah, I know for a fact Chuck has listened to more than this than I have, but all right, that's fine.
This has started out well, you guys.
Yeah, this is going great.
It's been a long time.
All right, Robbie, what do you got for us?
So we are pro wrestlers in a cyberpunk setting, and our plot is War of the Worlds. So I picture you being wrestlers, but since we're in a cyberpunk setting, you can have some type of, cybernetic implants on your body, and you wrestle, and then we get invaded by aliens, and you basically have to save everyone because you are the ones that are the big wrestlers with the cybernetic implants.
Could be cool.
Sounds okay.
Yeah, sounds okay.
Sounds better than my Wildemont one. So
Yeah, Chuck, why don't you
Jeff.
pick what you want to replace Wildemont with?
I'll re-roll for the setting. Is it silly to have like just a standard, like the D&D standard on there?
That's what you can. That's the very first one, Forgotten Realms.
Oh, Forgotten Realms. Okay,
Yeah.
because I see it down here on number 25.
You're looking at the wrong chart, dude. You're on the wrong thing. There's no 25. It only goes up to 20.
Yep, that's a fact.
Campaign 9?
Campaign 9.
Well, I'm looking at the ones at the bottom.
Yeah, don't
I thought
even
Matt was saying to pick a different one.
Yeah, roll 1 through 20.
Okay.
No, I understand what Chuck's saying. He's looking at the other ones that we have on there to like put on there
Oh,
later.
to replace it.
Yeah.
To replace it. Yeah, I thought that's what you were saying.
No, I thought he was saying just roll again right now. If you get
I rolled again and I got number 6, Ravenloft.
Ooh.
So we're artists in Ravenloft with the plot of RoboCop. So Ravenloft has something to do with like the like an evil wizard kind of living in a tower sort of thing. Strahd?
Vampire.
Yeah.
It's a dark world, vampires and everything.
It's a bit Castlevania, I think. Well, I think actually Castlevania is actually based a little bit on Ravenloft.
What?
But
It's that old?
Oh yeah. Ravenloft is one of the really old modules.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's evidence. Actually, if you look at the Castlevania box art for the Nintendo, it's a ripoff of the Ravenloft book cover.
That is sweet.
Well, look at that. Go D&D.
Yeah. If you think of RoboCop and Ravenloft, that could be kind of cool because imagine instead of RoboCop, you'd be building a robot person out of like zombie parts or something. You know what I mean? Like it would be whatever, instead of, robotics, you would be building them out of some sort of horrible necromancy.
Damn. All right. Well,
that
that's
got a lot
better.
more interesting with that reroll.
Yeah, it's good.
Matt, what did you roll?
So actually, mine's kind of cool. I think I have superheroes, Alien Planet, and The Legend of Zelda. I'm imagining kind of like a Namek type of world, like really nice and green and lush. And even for a planet of heroes, we're like the most badass among them. But a rival nation maybe stole our princess, and we got to go get her back.
I got investigators in a space station with the plot of War of the Worlds, which is fine. There's some sort of alien invasion in the space station, and you guys kill them with a common cold. Sorry, spoilers. It's for War of the
Spoiler.
Worlds.
Big time spoiler.
It's fine.
Is that the one with Tom Cruise where he's in the basement with his kids, or they're with that weird guy, and he goes in like the other room and fights him? Or am I thinking of something else?
I think there's 2 movies. There's a really old one, and that's one of the newer ones.
Tom Cruise is the one from like 10 years ago, but the original was it a radio play?
Yeah, it was a radio play, and when the radio came on, it was like a news report, and people actually thought it was real because they were like, it was just like radio broadcasting like a play, and so people like they would like call the cops or something like that because they thought it was real.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's roll again.
Yeah.
I got a pretty good one.
Kind of like mine too. We'll see.
Mine's all right.
All right, Casey here. I got 18, which was pirates in Eberron playing through the plot of Alien.
Oh, that is good.
So, yeah, pirates on some sort of, right? They have skyboats in Eberron, right?
Oh, yeah.
And there is something on your boat. And it's not good. That could be like I could see that being like a 2-shot. Like that could be a 2-episode campaign right there.
Fast and Furious.
Depending on how big your boat is,
Right? Yeah. I mean, you just have a couple of a handful of pretty tight characters and NPCs, most of whom the DM is killing off pretty quickly. Yeah, and it would be scary, spacey, magical, with one terrible, terrible, terrible villain. I guess you could do aliens too, and have pirates going to a place where there are a bunch of aliens in Eberron. That would be allowed. Matt, what'd you get? You said you were excited.
I like it. So I got detectives and eldritch horror, experiencing the plot of The Purge. And I'm kind of thinking, so The Purge, where it's just like one night per year, you can just go out and murder anybody and do whatever you want. I'm kind of thinking like we uncover clues that something's going on, and maybe some otherworldly creature like causes chaos for some reason during this night or something like that, and we're figuring that out.
That's cool. I like that. Chuck, what you got?
I got Beast Tamers, and a game show with the plot of Ghostbusters. The Ghostbusters one is by Katie Lakehart. That was one that was submitted by listener Katie Lakehart. So yeah, we are Beast Tamers. I guess we would have like some sort of like pet, I guess, that we could choose to like have an extra character or something like that, and then we
It'd be
are
like a
invited
ghost.
to like. Oh yeah, it could be like a ghost. That's
Be a
perfect.
Slimer.
Yeah. Our pet
Mhm.
is a ghost, and we get
Mhm.
invited to like a game show to show like these are tamed ghosts, and we're like really good at like controlling them. Well, all of a sudden, like all these bad ghosts like come out of nowhere, and we need to go and basically slay them all. And there's like one, what is it, Zool or whatever? There's like a Zool in there or something like that. So
That's all right. I like that.
Yeah, I like that one.
Quickly here, I forgot to let everyone know that Alien was recommended to us by Finn Gibbs. Listener Finn Gibbs brought us Alien.
Thanks, Finn.
Robbie, what you got?
All right, so our characters are toons, like Looney Tunes, cartoon characters. And our setting is Theros. Someone wants to explain what that is, please.
I would love to. Theros is the new Magic the Gathering world book, so it will have a nice big fleshed out like setting and everything. Picture it a lot like Greek mythology. Like there's a god of the sea and god god of thunder, all sorts of that type of thing. And it's a very magical, enchanted world. So there's a ton of magical artifacts. Gods become more and less powerful based on how many followers they have. So it's always a back and forth. Everybody's free game. Lots of death because it's like, gods can just willy nilly kill other people's followers. It's a really cool world.
And our plot is Trolls 2.
That
So,
makes no sense with Toons and Theros. It really, that's what a mess of a plot and a role that is, Robbie. I'm sorry.
Casey, we keep rolling Troll 2, and I think you're going to be the only one that is ever going to do one that has Trolls 2. I've tried to look for that movie to watch it. I've tried. I have an unlocked Amazon Fire Stick, and I tried to look for it in there, and I can't even find it in there.
I can't remember what we watched it on, but it was definitely something free. It might have been like Tubi or something weird. I have to look up where I watched that. You definitely should watch Troll 2. It is a cult classic. I want other people to be excited about Troll 2 because it's such a great campaign. You build your little town, you fill it full of miscreants, chaos ensues. It's a great little story, Troll 2.
When I was internet surfing a long time ago, I came across a YouTube video, and it was 10 movies you must see that you've never heard of, and Troll 2 was one of them.
If anyone listening has seen it, please comment or give us a Facebook.
I don't know.
Something. I would love to know of anyone else that's even heard of this movie. So
I don't know anything about Trolls 2
me
either.
neither.
So.
I've never even heard of it. We keep
Let me know
getting
where to
it.
watch it, and I'll watch it.
We keep rolling it, and then everyone is like, I don't know what to do with this, other than Casey, who gets excited. It's happened for years now.
I like it. That's everybody, right, on this round?
Yep.
Let's roll again.
Damn it. I got Troll 2.
Matt, what do you got?
It actually works out really well. So I got Shitty Wizards, Dark Sun, and Troll 2. So, yeah, no, it works out great. So Troll 2, again, there's a village of people that are basically there to be eaten. Is that right? Kind of?
The people are there to eat people that come there. It's like everyone in the village is a goblin. The town is actually called Nilbog. There are no trolls in the movie. It's great.
That is great. But Dark Sun goes along with that really well because it's kind of like a blown up, terrible D&D proper world.
Mhm.
And Shitty Wizards, it's kind of funny because it's maybe our village is like, hey, you know, there's a new village over there. Let's send some people to go and investigate, and they send us because we're shitty, and we kind of, you know, maybe there's a quest to get there, and then once we're there, Troll 2 takes place, and it's terrible.
Yeah, the Shitty Wizards, I imagine. So Troll 2 involves a family coming and moving into Nilbog. So maybe the Shitty Wizards are running from their awful con artist past or something like that and end up there.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that. Chuck, what do you got?
So I got mobsters in a cyberpunk setting with the plot of Beverly Hills Cop 3. So I thought it was kind of interesting because we'd be in a cyberpunk setting, so like sort of futuristic and stuff, but we're mobsters, so we're actually the bad guys of the Beverly Hills Cop plot. So we would be going against or planning out, like, I can't even remember like what happens in Beverly Hills Cop 3. Isn't that the one with the amusement park, basically?
Yes.
So we go and like take over this amusement park, and we're like fighting against the good guys in a sense to try and defeat them because we're mobsters and we are bad guys, sort of.
Yeah, well, I mean, the mobsters could be quote unquote good mobsters, right? Like they could be like we'll call them like the union type of mobsters, you know, like union guys who are also mobsters.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, and
we're
like
part of
we're
the...
yeah, we got to start some trouble with our union buddies at the amusement park because it's not a union shop or something.
It's all right. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it.
Robbie, what are you crazy about?
So our characters, we are pirates in a game show, and the plot is Red Dawn. And Red Dawn is brought to you by Kane Varden. So I don't really know. I guess like would be pirates on a boat, and then you're the game like someone would be I don't know. Dang it.
Yeah, game show and Red Dawn are hard to squish together.
Yeah, because Red Dawn is like your country gets invaded. And maybe, there you go. Maybe your country gets invaded and you get captured, and to entertain the country that invaded you, you get put on a game show.
Or you're in a game show that gets invaded.
Yeah, I was thinking that you're on a game show and then you get invaded, and what'd you say? We're pirates. It's a game show for pirates.
Yeah, pirates.
And then all of a sudden there's an invasion, so we have to use our pirate instincts to fight off the invasion.
Mm-hmm. It could be, you know, it doesn't have to necessarily be real pirates or something. It could be like fake pirates or something like that. Or a game show where people try to be pirates.
You know, every time we roll this stuff, and then it's like a day later, I think of something really awesome. But like this right here, I'm guarantee you tomorrow I'm gonna be like, oh my goodness, I should have picked that and did whatever this setting is, and that I'm going to think of tomorrow.
So that's life, man.
All right, so I rolled Monsters in Ravnica and Escape from New York, which was recommended to us by listener Colton Taylor.
Wow.
I feel like
I'm in love.
yeah, I feel like Matt likes this a lot, right? So Escape from New York is what Kurt Russell going to save the president whose plane crashed in New York, which is a prison city. I don't know in Ravnica like what city or area that would be, but definitely some sort of a bunch of monsters who have to travel through whatever, I don't know, some sort of area in Ravnica to rescue a VIP. And I guess the monsters could even be monstrous races, you know, like kobolds and, you know, lizard men and stuff like that. I'm not sure all of the races in Ravnica, But
There's a ton. The whole city, all of Ravnica is a plane of cities. So like the entire planet is a city basically. But certain like it's all divvied up. Like there's 10 different guilds, and each guild has their own part of the whole city basically. And yeah, certain guilds are like nothing but monsters, and certain guilds are
okay.
nothing but like civilization, and but they're all like jammed packed next to each other. So that absolutely would be good together really well.
And I imagine there's probably some sort of prison district or something that somewhere, or you could make one up.
No, you don't need to. Yeah, the Azorius. Yep.
Okay, there you go. So that seems like a really great fit.
It does.
All right, so we've done 3 rounds so far. I don't feel like I'm in love with anything. Anyone have any standouts that we need to star right now?
I like that one a lot, but I'm more than happy to keep going. So
Yeah, I also liked Pirates, Eberron, and Alien as well.
yeah, I think that's a really good one too.
Anything that you guys rolled?
None that I rolled. The Alien one I thought would be fun.
Yeah, I'm good to go over here. I don't like anything I've rolled so far.
Well, it doesn't have to be
You guys
rolled.
want to?
You don't like anything else rolled either, Robbie?
Nothing really sticks out for me. I mean, the one that we just rolled there with Ravnica, the problem I have with that is it sounds really great, and I'd like, for me, it just sounds like I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of research to be able to put that together.
Right. I mean, I mean, while you may be right on the other side of things, did you have to do a whole bunch of research for BioShock?
Well, I mean, sorry, I was thinking on the DM side. That's
okay.
Like if I was a DM.
Gotcha.
Like, see, I'm just gonna. I want to be in love with everything, of course, but like if there's something that you guys like, I'm gonna play that one. But like what I'm looking for too is one that I want to DM,
Sure,
as well as playing. But that's true about the Ravnica thing is I don't have to worry about any of that if somebody else picks it. That's true.
Yeah, in fact, it's good actually. I actually kind of like it if someone knows nothing about the world or something, because then they may ask questions that the audience has a question about, and would ask it, and the DM will explain. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Yeah, I think that really helps with plot
Yeah.
too. I mean, like the least people know about the plot, kind of the more surprising it can be. But the DM better watch or play the shit out of whatever we
They
roll.
need to know.
All right, let's roll with advantage.
Making background music for you guys.
Thank you.
Eldritch Horror, that's like a nightmare kind of
It's like Cthulhu
world, kind of, right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, kinda, but it's so hard to describe, but that's part of being an Eldritch Horror.
And Cthulhu's like a god, is that correct? Or what is Cthulhu?
He's one of the old gods.
Yeah.
One of the old gods. So Cthulhu runs the world of the Eldritch Horror, basically. Is that what you're saying? Or
he's an old god, yeah. There's others, but
yeah, him and some others. Yeah, him and and that's how they're all named. They're all just garbage names.
If everybody's ready, I'll go first on this one.
Go ahead.
All right, so I got I just think it's silly, but like pro wrestlers in an Eldritch Horror with the plot of Mortal Kombat. So we are super awesome, like pro wrestlers in our world, and we're like the best of the best. And I guess you could say that we get sucked into this like Eldritch horror world by Cthulhu himself, and he's pitting us against like the best fighters of the universe, and it's the plot of Mortal Kombat. We got to battle our way to the top in order to. What do they do in the movie? Do they like have to win the tournament in order to like save their world or something like that?
Yeah, that's a great mix. I think that's a really solid mix.
Yeah, I think so too.
Robbie, what you got?
So we are a family in the setting of Ravenloft with the plot of Jumanji. So I picture us being, a family just chilling, and we decide, hey, we gotta spend some time together. We're gonna enjoy our time together. Let's play this board game I just bought from some mage somewhere, and we start playing a Jumanji board game in Ravenloft, in our little shanty shack town, and a bunch of crazy stuff happen in Ravenloft.
See, I was thinking it would be like people in the normal day playing the module Ravenloft, and then all of a sudden, all of that shit becomes real. Like Strahd comes into the real world, and all, you know what I mean? Because like I think of
Yeah, I like that
Jumanji
a
as
lot
stuff.
more.
Yeah, I think of Jumanji as stuff coming into the plot coming into normal reality, and I think it would be the setting of Ravenloft growing into our world, with the mists and towers and, creeping vines and ghosts and all kinds of crazy stuff like that.
That sounds amazing.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm putting a star next to that one.
I love
Me too.
that. Matt?
Feel like this. Well, we rolled with advantage. That makes sense. I feel like this round has been a home run. I like mine a lot too, although I like both Chuck and Robbie's also. I got Bounty Hunters, Dark Sun, and Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. So I imagine the characters are badass, part of like a badass bounty hunter group. Nobody messes with them. If you have a mark on your head by these guys, you're dead, except something goes terribly wrong and the characters get betrayed and they're left for dead, and except they're not dead. And so their goal is to get revenge on everybody else.
Yeah, that's rad.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. I like that a lot. I got family in Candyland with the plot of Logan's Run. So I imagine it is, in this candy world, eventually you got to get either eaten or melted down or something, right? Like at some point you must ascend. It is the day that everyone graduates, and it's a big religious ceremony, and it's supposed to be a good thing, right? You're going to get eaten. You're going to get whatever. You're going to ascend. You're going to go to, yay,
I'm going to get eaten. Y'all going to come with me.
Yeah,
I'm going to go.
But you realize, you realize your little candy person, your little candy family realizes, oh God, that means we're all going to die. And then you run away from Candy World.
Are we candy people?
Maybe. I don't know. Like some sort of, maybe you're gumdrop
would I be
people,
like an
or
elf made of chocolate or something like that? Or
some sort of gingerbread person, or like a peppermint man, or a licorice stick person.
Well, you're waiting around until you get it ripe, because a lot of things have a best when eaten by date. And that's your date of when you ascend out of Candyland and you get eaten.
Yeah, totally.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's goofy. Again, I've had a couple that I feel like would be 2 episodes long, and I think that would be one of them.
I feel like this round we had some really good ones.
Yeah, I feel like stopping here and talking about what we have, because some of the stuff is so good I don't want to pass it by.
Agree.
If I had to eliminate mine, I thought that was it Ravenloft and Jumanji? I thought that sounded over. I thought that was better than my Mortal Kombat one. And then I'm trying to remember what Matt said his was, I guess, because I kept thinking of Jumanji, and then it got sandwiched together between Jumanji and then Candyland kind of stuff. So I was like, oh.
Mine was Bounty Hunters, Dark Sun, Kill Bill.
Kill Bill. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay.
I also like the one where is it Escape from New York?
Yeah, Ravnica.
In that one prison. I like that one.
Ravnica Monsters.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So, I see things that I like. Who wants to fight for something to DM? Who wants to grab the mantle and carry it to the top of campaign 9?
I have been looking to DM, and I wouldn't mind DMing the Ravenloft Jumanji one. But here is one of my things, though, is it is hard to play online with you guys, and I really would prefer to play in person, especially if I'm going to DM.
Well, you can't play with me in person because you might get me sick.
Hopefully, this is all over by the time we get to play this next campaign. Hopefully, this is all over.
They're saying groups of 10 or more soon-ish.
Yeah.
So yeah, we might be playing this in person again. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say go for it, Robbie. If that that one sounds fun to me too, and I know you were looking to DM. So if you feel good about that one,
But if somebody else wants to DM too, I mean, I'm not gonna, because I have the Ravenloft book, but I know Casey, you've done a campaign of where you DM the Ravenloft, and then Matt, I know you've read through it. So
well, I mean, you don't have to do it word for word. We're not doing like the campaign. You're doing whatever you want to with it. That's just the world that we're in.
Yeah, it's more the setting and the people from the setting and the atmosphere from the setting that would be coming in through the game. That's actually the Ravenloft one is my favorite.
Yeah.
I would DM it, but I DM a lot, and I would love to play.
Has anyone seen the new Jumanji? You actually go into the world, and then
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I think the board game like somehow like it morphs into a video game, or maybe it's just a video game. I haven't seen it in a while, but like the people in the modern world like go to like play this game, like an old like Sega Genesis looking kind of thing, and they're like, "Oh, what's this?" And they start to play, and then they get like sucked into the world. And when they actually go into the world, they are characters within the world. They're not them, but they are themselves, and they have like special abilities, like kind of added onto like their characters and stuff.
I can take ideas from both those movies, and we can take ideas from both of those. I like the idea of if you're in the modern world and Ravenloft comes into that world that you're in, instead of you getting sucked into the Ravenloft.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's really rad, and I think there's a lot of beats from that movie where like it's happening very subtly at first, like, and that's kind of fun to build, the mystery and like what's going on and everything. So is that it? Robbie, are you DMing this? Do you want to watch the movies first before you confirm with us? But is that the go forward?
We usually roll more, but I mean, I'm happy to do this one. Definitely happy to do this one. But we usually roll a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I don't know. We have such good ones though that I think.
Yeah, if you don't take this one, Robbie, I'm doing Ravnica. So you need to just give us a hard yes, buddy. Just do it.
Yes, I will do this one.
I don't know anything about Ravnica, so if we thought that would be a fun one, I'd probably ask a ton of questions because I don't know shit about it.
We will be doing a Magic one for Magic players out there that are hoping we do one of these. I promise. You guys will love the worlds. They're very flushed out. They're beautiful. They're awesome. But so is Jumanji. So I'm excited.
Jumanji.
Should I? I guess I should. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll watch the new one. Maybe I'll use this as an excuse to see that new one. I heard it's okay.
But the first one, I thought it was funny. I enjoyed it. I think the original is just a classic with Robin Williams, but the
new one's Jack Black and The Rock, right?
It's Jack Black, The Rock, Kevin Hart, and I cannot remember her name, but I know that she was in Doctor Who, and she's actually, I think, Nebula. She plays Nebula in the Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy's Avengers, right? She's blue, no hair, yeah.
Karen Gilliam.
That sounds about right. Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I thought it was good, but I thought it was funny. They got sucked into a video game world, and they assumed the roles of like the characters in the game, and their characters have like strengths, and there's like one weakness. Like I think Kevin Hart's like strength. I can't remember what his strength is, but like his weakness is that it's cake. It just says cake, and anytime that he sees a cake, he just like can't resist like eating. If he eats it, he just like instantly dies and he loses a life. So they have like lives in the movie, just like a video game.
Okay, that might be an interesting concept to play with D&D.
Because there's different. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I was saying. Like you can make it sort of like a video game sort of thing, and like your characters have like weaknesses, and if something happens to them, I think they have 3 lives in the movie, and if they have whatever. If they encounter like their weakness or something like that, it just instantly kills them. So,
so Robbie, yeah, you got some research to do, whether it's OG Jumanji or the next generation.
I'll probably pull some ideas from both of those. I like those ideas.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
and then you have some research to do with Strahd and that world as well. So good luck, my friend.
Yeah, Jumanji be easy. I just gotta watch the movie, but then the Ravenloft stuff, yeah, I have the book
Uh,
here, so I'll be good. I just haven't read
What
it.
year
Oh.
is it?
I highly recommend. There's a What's that podcast we all used to listen to that was really good that I haven't listened to in a long time? The two guys that just pick something and go off on it.
The Dungeon Cast. I still listen to it.
I
it's still
know
good.
those guys are great. I just don't get to listen to podcasts anymore. But they have one on Ravenloft that is phenomenal. You'll get everything you need to know in an hour. They crush it.
Oh, that's awesome because yeah, I actually listened to those guys when I did the one that I did campaign 3 about the UONT. Yeah, I got all my information from them. But I'm happy that you mentioned them because I haven't like you. I haven't had time to listen to any other podcasts, but I'll definitely pick up their Ravenloft one. Yeah, those guys
Yeah, it's
are
really
awesome.
good.
And I would say Ravenloft in general is horror, but it's also camp. It is like old school campy horror. It is very dramatic. I'm expecting some fun, goofy, dramatic, spooky characters, like some very classic monsters. It's going to
Yeah,
be good.
that'll be fun.
What were we, real fast, what kind of characters were we for this one?
A family.
Or a family?
There's a family like
So yeah, Robbie will
of
have
like
to.
gypsies, or they don't call themselves that, but there's like we could be one of them if that makes it easier. If we're there.
Well, I imagine we'd be in the modern world. and
Yeah,
then
that's
either
true.
transport or turn into a family if we go into a world or something like that. I don't know. Robbie will lay out all those parameters for us in between now and episode 1. Anyone have
Yeah.
anything else to add before we close this out?
Love you, listeners.
Hopefully this sounded good for you. Thanks for being patient with us.
Yeah. Yeah, we're working through all these audio issues as we're all recording separately. I think one of the things we love the most about doing this podcast is getting together as a group. So it's a little weird to be so
Yeah.
virtual. But thank you everybody for listening, and we will catch you on episode 1 of campaign 9 of Crit Sandwich.